Hey everybody, what's going on? Wednesday night, live art here with me, Colorful Carl, going on 4 years and running. Crazy. We got 3 people here at the start of the show. Let's go, fam. Not even on like some of the major platforms right now anymore. So exciting update. Instagram got banned again for no reason. Yay, Meta has their customer support doesn't exist. And so I think I'm going to start driving all of you all to my website. I'm going to start hosting this live stream natively on my website and just, start really taking back ownership. Like my Redbubble store got hacked. Nobody cares at Redbubble. Like, I just like, what's going on out here in the internet, people? It's ridiculous, So, I'm not going to let that get in the way of my love of creativity, and why I do this live stream isn't really about all that or vanity metrics or, any of those live stores and prints and all the bullshit. It's like, I just really like making things, and I've been so much happier, like in my heart, ever since I've consistently made time for myself to create things, whether that's drawings or, illustrations, paintings. I've been doing some 3D printing, and like I made this thing the other day with my 3D printer. I'll probably get into some of that on the stream. So this was a 3D printed, thing of my logo. So I modeled it out and then printed it and then spent hours painting and carving and adding in little details and stuff. Not really much of a 3D modeler at all. So that was kind of cool to be able to do that with some tools. And so just leaning more and more into that, having some fun in my life. I'm getting too old to not be having fun all the time. You know what I mean? Might be counterproductive, counterintuitive for some people, but like that's how I think about it. Like the older I get, the more I should be having fun and not doing things that are just, oh, I need to do this thing. Like, nah, let's find some more space for the creative parts of life. Anyhow, so yeah, we're out here. Gonna make some more art tonight. Gonna keep working on this cool green man face tree thing. I'm gonna do a whole series on these. I think this is just where my heart's at right now. So I was doing a bunch of yoga pieces for a while. I might circle back to those in the near future, I suppose, but for now I am just having fun, and I'm gonna work on this drawing, and I'm really enjoying doing a pencil sketch with just a little mechanical pencil. I have another one of these. So I have this guy too. This is a extra smooth jet black Stanford Ebony design pencil. So that's fun. And I suppose at some point I'll take this one digital, but maybe not. Maybe I will just spend the entire time making a pencil sketch. I don't know. Whenever someone has some space, please let me know. Please let me know if you guys, if how the audio is going. Like if the music's good, you can hear my voice good, or if it's too loud or not loud enough, or all those wonderful things. Cool. All right, let's flip it over. Let's do some art. So I invested in a couple little extra pieces of things to, we got a little ant creature tonight. Ants, you will not die on the stream. We have no death on the stream. I'm gonna blow you away. Go over there somewhere. When you're really into nature, sometimes you get a little nature in your house. No big deal. As long as it's not this guy. I thought I blew him away. Come on. Come on, little ant. Get over here. Now the question is there like 50 of them? One ant's fine. 2, 3 ants, no big deal. Sometimes they just come in like an army, and then they have to die. Like it's this got to be reasonable, right? I had one year like they got into my honey in my cupboard, and there were just droves of them, and it's like I'm all for loving and being kind and like all the things, but yeah, I think you're all gonna have to get a little bit of murdered. Anyways, ants are ants. That is what it is. So, yeah, just gonna get back into here. always, as always, happy to answer any questions, do a little ask me anything kind of vibe. I keep lying to myself that I'm gonna start doing this as a daytime stream as well, maybe on LinkedIn or something. But for those of you tuning in for the first time or catching the recording of this, just know if you ever come back out, always happy to chat about it. And I should probably put this like on the screen, right? Like I'm always happy. Ask me anything about, gardening or growing a business or being an entrepreneur or art or design or AI or Web3, or being creative or living with ADHD or, probably got some good relationship marital advice. I've been married for 20 something years. So, whatever people need. I'm just happy to have a reason to talk the whole time. So it's less awkward for me to sit here and talk to myself. Yeah. Anyhow, hope everyone's having a lovely Wednesday. And I'm just gonna start getting lost in the drawing here. I think the idea here was to kind of come out there, like sort of like the shape of the branch, kind of. I actually don't like whatever the hell I was doing with this. It's not working for me. I love my little robin though. It's kind of cool. So I was starting to like get stressed out with the stream because I was like trying to set too many expectations for myself and started trying to like do commissions too much, and like I really just wanted to get away from that more and more, and I just wanted this to be fun. There was so much fun when I started. So I've had nothing but fun since I've rebooted the stream. Like all of this has been fun. So I definitely am glad that I decided to change it up a little bit. Where's my little glove? Just keeps the oils from getting smudged all over my screen. This is actually, or the paper, this is actually a digital drawing glove for my Huion drawing tablet. But I never use it when I'm using that. I just use it for regular drawing. Because, why not? Why not? So I like a little ladybug vibe there. That was cool. But are they all ladies, Are some of them manny bugs? Or, what's the deal there? Let's see. Got a new stand for my camera. It's funny, ladybugs have like a big round wings and like a head. It would be nice to have a little reference shot. Ladybug. So ladybugs are actually ladybirds. This is actually kind of cool. So let's go over here. So ladybugs are actually ladybird beetles, a family of Coccineldia? I don't know. A group of over 5,000 species of oval beetles known for their domed backs and bright warning colors like red and black spots. They are beneficial insects. Most species are carnivorous predators that eat plant-eating pests like aphids. Yeah. Thought that was cool. See, we got all kinds of ladybugs on my property. Just trying to look for a good reference shot. This one's kind of good. And actually, I like the idea of them facing that way. Look at me, I got my pronouns good. That's a them ladybug, because I don't know. That's what you should use when you have no idea. Of course, no, I can't find it. I think it was that one. Cool. Easy peasy. That one's even like a pretty good perspective. Although it would be enormous if it was that big. It needs to be a lot smaller. That's not a robin, by the way. It's a woodpecker. In case anybody's been following along. Well, I have been watching the Titans show with my wife. That's really good. Which there's been 3 robins, which is crazy. There we go. Little robin. Just kidding. Little ladybug. A lady. What did I say they were called? Ladybird beetles. Ladybird beetles. Weird. I feel like birds probably eat them. Maybe not. Maybe they're poisonous. Brightly colored things in nature are typically not good to eat. They're typically... It's typically like a flex in nature. If you're super brightly colored, not trying to be camouflaged, it means you're probably dangerous. It's just a little woodsman advice there for you. A little naturalist knowledge. Here for the tip of the day, you know? Don't eat random bright colored shit out of the woods. Although I feel like that's not even great advice anymore because everyone's afraid to eat anything. Like if it doesn't come from Walmart in a cellophane wrapper, like, oh, is that food? Like, I have friends that are very educated, intelligent, successful human beings that literally freak out when I pull something out of the dirt and just eat it. Like it's a big deal. Like human beings haven't been doing that since the dawn of time. At least the dawn of existence of human beings. Before human beings were human beings, they've been eating shit just right out of the dirt. You know, not even washing it all. Pulled a carrot out, just banged it on the rock, and had a bite. It was delicious. And apparently that's weird to some people. No shade. Everybody's got a different experience in life, you know. I think really I'm at the point now where I'm just gonna start kind of roughing out some bark shapes. And bark's really just sort of flows with the shape, right? So it's not too difficult to work on. Not like a reference or anything I need to look at, I don't think. Unless it starts to look fucked up, you know, but as it gets closer to the side, right, the pieces are gonna be smaller and then they're gonna get bigger as they come into the foreground, right? So I'm just literally using this smudger tool with a bunch of decades of graphite and charcoal dust on it. Well, I don't do a whole lot of physical drawing anymore. Mostly been doing digital stuff or nothing. I spent probably, I don't know, from the time I hired my first full-time artist at Epic Made, I had probably really stopped doing work and you know, pencil and pen and like tangible artwork. I don't know when I stopped doing that. Probably like art school, like 2007. And that's if I even had like a physical art class my senior year. I might not have. I don't even remember. College was cool though. Met my wonderful wife. Went on lots of adventures ever since. What kind of bug should be up here? Anybody in the chat? Let's see. No, not yet. The chat box is even turned on. think I'm gonna redo the whole stream setup soon. It's probably long overdue. I mean, when I started this, it was 2022. It's crazy to think about how much has changed in the world since then. Like, I still remember my buddy Paul coming on the live stream talking about, like, oh, what do you think about generative AI? Like, you know, and like some of these AI image generators and blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't know. Like, what do you? I didn't really even know what he was talking about. Like, I was like, I guess they're cool. Like, yeah, you can like make images and like blah blah. You know, and it's like, all right. So I don't know. I didn't even know anything about it at the time. So I went and started looking into it, and then, you know, I just played with it a few times on the stream, made some cool stuff, but just wanted to get back to my roots. Something about this, he's just very satisfying. So also not streaming on Instagram. I think I mentioned that earlier. Like, Instagram has banned me again, second time. Lovely Meta just wants to ban me all the time. Oh, kind of it. Accidentally, I think that one, I like tried to log in and it said something. I think I put in the old email where they banned me, and it was like now connected that automatically to the new account, and then so it just banned me, which just sucks. So over dealing with it. I did absolutely nothing. Literally nothing wrong. Someone hacked my account, did a bunch of garbage. Now nobody loves me. Lost my access. I'm over leaning on big tech to do things for me. I'm gonna actually rebuild my site now I'm thinking about it. I've been doing a lot of local AI, so like using data sets and well, not data sets, models, to build out an LLM on my side. So I'm downloading a bunch of different stuff and implementing them into a tool called Olama, and it's really cool. So I'm gonna actually leverage that to rebuild my store now that I'm thinking about it. Do some agentic stuff, probably also use Claude, and just upload a spreadsheet to it, tell it everything that I want to do, and see what happens. Like, there's some pretty powerful use cases to do things like that like I'm never gonna get back to rebuilding my store because it's just so much time, and I don't want to spend a bunch of money on it. So in my head, the only option there to be able to repost a store is to do something like that. So I think that's my next play. Stay tuned, friends. Gonna get that site. In the meantime, if you guys want prints of my art, obviously go to colorfulcarl.com. You can reach out to me there. You can email me, carl@colorfulcarl. And there's all sorts of cool prints. I do still take commissions, but it has to be really my vibe. Has to like make some sense, you know. So no offense if like you have, you know, reach out and like, you know, I'd love to hear your idea. I probably won't accept most commissions just because I have limited time. But if the idea is real cool, then there's a world where I accept the idea and we collaborate and make some cool art. It just has to excite me, you know, and it's literally like I won't know until I hear it. So, but yeah, made some cool commissions over the years. I just love making art. It's so much fun. Funny, I started my design studio because I loved being creative. And, you know, 20 years later, I do zero creative in my art studio. But we do really cool stuff that I could never do by myself. So I have lots of pride in that, and I love the company that I made and the people that I have in it. Like, it's just a really amazing group of human beings, and we do some really cool work. We just finished up a Lord of the Rings video for Office Dog Games. So it's a tabletop board game that just launched. It's super cool. You should check it out. Circle of Conflict. We also did a Tessin 5 Rings game. This is another board game. So that's also very cool and something you should look at if you're into board games. And who isn't into a good board game every once in a while, right? Like everybody can get behind a cool board game. So when I started to stream out, it was all about like, how fast can I do something cool? And that was fun. And I did some really cool shit really fast. There was a few nights where I like banged out like a really wild creative face that still felt like it was all my energy. And it was like I didn't use any assistive AI or anything. Well, it was a little bit of my dad's energy, but that was on purpose. And actually intended for sure, but the pressure of it sometimes it was just a different experience. But I did start to put like a pressure on myself to like make it something and really flex on it the whole time, and like, oh my god, this has to be amazing. And it was stressful sometimes. So I'm glad I've gotten away from that. Ooh, one moment. Somebody called me. I'm gonna put them back later. What kind of creature should we have up here? I feel like it should be... It's a cool insect. I'm searching for cool insects. Moths. Ooh, it could have like a little furry caterpillar. Could be cool. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's wild looking though. Insects are crazy. They almost look like science fiction, you know? It's like a whole different world, these little guys. Oh, that thing's cool. I think I'll just make like a mystery insect. Why does it have to be... First of all, like, we don't even know all the insects on the earth, right? Like, they're always discovering new stuff, especially in like rainforests and things like that, you know, while we still have rainforests, you know. They're not very profitable, so we like to cut them down for money. You know, we're keeping them alone, and it isn't really, you know, it's not the best for the economy, apparently. Short-sighted, obviously. Don't mean to get on that soapbox, but why not? Is there ever a bad time to talk about saving the rainforest from human beings' greed and consumption? I'm about to say some random shit on here sometimes, you know. Anyway, so let's do like a little insect body, like a big old thorax, you know? I don't know why I remember the thorax, but I couldn't tell you this other piece here. Obviously the head is the head, but Yeah, some big cool antenna. Yeah. There we go. It's a creature. It's a big beefy one too, you know? Probably got a little seam or something down the back there. Yeah. This guy's gonna have a little seam too. What am I even doing? Just being weird, making art. I mean, who draws strange tree face people anyways? I want to pull these up more so they look like they're like coming off the face more. I want to look a little more random. It was a little too like organized. Just shine it. Let's look at those back. Well, I'm just gonna do. I'll mess with that later. But yeah, I think that can work. Pling? Who plinged me? Man. I didn't promote the stream at all today. Okay, so I'm logged in on the wrong thing, which is fine, I guess.
Whoa, looks like you're backing up a bit here.
Cool. See what happens again. Cool. All right. Good to go. All right, so like this side, the tree should have a texture, right? It shouldn't just be flat arched. So work on that a little bit. Where the outline of the bark. Curious, what's some other people's green man face? So I love these, like, these are cool. Such a bunch of serious faces. I almost think it would be better if this kind of wasn't so straight. Actually, kind of, I think I'll go with this bark style. Wait. No! It's vertical and chunkier. I can just add little details in there. It's weird, like, for as much as, like, I look at trees, like, it's still sort of hard to just draw it from my mind. Should probably spend more time, like, out in nature, like, actually sketching. That'd be cool. Take a little sketchbook with me. I almost ate my eraser. Not sure why. I think I was just gonna hold it in my mouth. Interesting. So if I was on the computer, I'd just be lazy and just license a texture and drop it in. But I'm not doing that this time. This is more of a fine, like, I love this kind of bark too, like just big chunky bark. Deep crevasses. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah. Sorry, my hat keeps hitting the camera. I used to having a camera right in front of my head. It's like barely, it's like right here, which is like, oh, this perspective is just barely working to not be shooting the camera with the camera, which is kind of fun, I guess. I don't know. Actually, the bird would cut a pretty good hole in there all by itself. So I don't know if we need to. I don't think it would have like a bark. I was trying to like indent on the side there for like how the bark grows, but the bark wasn't grown like that. It was chewed out by a bird in this particular scenario. So we're gonna just run this right into it. Okay, starting to look a little cool. And one of these days, I'm gonna really be a great artist. Just gonna keep trying. I think that's the secret. There we go. Starting to feel more bark-like. You can kind of come in and add some textures and layers in there, but I don't want to get into sequential there. It's almost like scales. Starting to feel better. Too organized and organic. I haven't been able to hear that back crack on the stream. Love how we've had 3 viewers. You guys are welcome to like just say something in the chat. I'll give away a free print to the first person who comments tonight at all. We'll mail you a signed print of anything in my inventory. Anything I've done. I can print up to a, I'll send you an 8.5 by 11 signed. No, I'm just kind of experimenting with shapes here. I don't know. Add some, move some. Trying not to think about it too much, and I'm just doing it. So it feels kind of organic as it evolves. Weird, I get like weird blips and blings, like, you know, somebody's on my stream, but then they're not. It's hard to tell, and one of them's legit communications. Making a little tree friend tonight. I think this is like one of those things like I wouldn't mind really being known for. Like, I don't know if I ever need to be famous for anything in particular, but if I was a famous int tree artist, that could be cool. So much fun. I'm thinking about how I can force these cracks in the bark to also simulate like the way a face moves when it's smiling, right? Because I really want to sell this smile. Seems like it's actually already kind of working pretty decent. Always helpful to take a step back and look at things. I also I'm drawing flat. I don't know if that's probably the best idea. It might be better to do this. Yeah, it probably is. Just get a better perspective. The light kind of is blown out a little there too. Whatever. I'm just experimenting here, people. There's no right or way to do any of this. Right or wrong way? Almost have a whole words there. I like sentences and words. So made it to Wednesday. It's always fun. Surviving the weeks. This piles up. I don't I'm not gonna stream next week. Well, schedule's been a little crazy. Got a lot of personal stuff going on, a lot of business stuff. So I'm just taking it easy. I know it's gonna be hard to build momentum on the live stream if I don't do it every week, but even when I have lots of momentum, we had 150 people showing up, like it's still like it isn't about that, right? Like I gotta keep that in mind so that I don't lose focus of why I wanted to do this in the first place. For the love of creativity, not the vanity and, you know, all the things that can be distracting sometimes. Not really sure what's going on here with this nose. Ooh, that's kind of cool. See that one? That one's cool. It's also very cool. I think a lot of these are AI generated. Dude, I actually really like that one. Let's save that as a reference. Save image as. What up, new viewer? Welcome to the stream. Let me know if you have any questions. It looks like, yeah, looks generated with AI, but that's okay. I'm just going to use it as a reference. It's interesting how you can tell when something's like definitely generated with AI. Like that's definitely AI. Yeah, see? It definitely AI, definitely AI, definitely AI. It's all this, like, wow. All of it is AI. I'm not seeing anything that like jumps off. Yeah, that doesn't look like AI. That obviously. I mean, I guess, yeah, it's hard to compete in the marketplace here. Stock imagery used to be a really viable place for people to sell works. It's a more passive income. But the times have changed, friends. That is what it is. Anyhow, I think I'm just gonna keep working some of these bark chunks. Trying to do them a little skinnier on the side and let them get fatter up here where they are, you know, bigger and closer to the perspective of the camera. So that will help push the dimensional illusions. Looking kind of tree-y. Don't really integrate them into trees very much. Ooh, this is cool. Oh yeah, 99% chance. Well, I like how some of the bark works. And just looking for inspiration. Computers can inspire me with their amalgamated things. It's okay. Yeah. This doesn't suck. I saw a meme one time about the creative process, and it was basically like all the shit I do every stream. It's like, yeah, I got this great idea, man. This is gonna be awesome. Oh man, I'm terrible. I can't make art. Oh no, this is garbage. Wait, this is amazing. Oh, that was like this whole like roller coaster of a journey. Like I feel like everybody goes on, at least in parts of their creative journey. Sure, some people will beat that little voice in their head to death eventually, but it is difficult. Cool. So I feel like it's sort of working. Yeah, it's kind of looking like a tree. I got some tree vibes. I'm gonna just make these like deep and chunky. Look at me. I can draw sometimes. Cool. I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, it might be cool if these were more twigs than they are. Like maybe into like sticks, kind of like that. These are a little more stick-like. Yeah. Like this idea of leaf. I did leafy things in the last one. Yeah, this is the last one. I haven't finished it, but well, I finished it digitally. It's on my website, I'm pretty sure. I should finish that one. It's like me 5 minutes. Maybe I need to diffuse the light a little more. The camera told me to clean my lens for clearer pictures. Awesome. Awesome sauceum. I just love that I have this bird in its head. This is epic. I'm just out here trying to be the most creative Carl I can be. That's all. It's not too hard. Not too crazy of a journey. Yeah, that should have been my name. Creative Carl. That literally never dawned on me. I feel like there's got to be a creative Carl out there. That's like too alliterative. Let's see who creative Carl is out in the world. We've got some issues on their site. Somebody owns it. Maybe nobody's using it. Weird. Such a good name. You'd think somebody would have it. Somebody's got it on X. Who's Creative Carl on X? He's a digital content creator, graphic designer out of Manchester, England. Look, that's it. No post, no nothing. Exciting. Another creative Carl over here. The tired fans. I'm gonna get serious on the stream soon and really start promoting this again. Tell your friends. I appreciate the 4 of you that are out here watching, which is amazing. I think I am gonna wrap it up here in just a month. Yeah. Not sure how I feel about the beard. Really cool as the shit. It's a little chunkier. It's a big yawn. No. Hitting a little bit of a wall on this one. Where do I want the light to come from? I feel like I'm already having the light go this way, so let's darken that side. Make little shadows coming this way. So you're doing light at this angle, sort of coming down from up there. So that's going to be brightest on the edge, get a little darker back there. It's going to be highlights here, highlights there, darker on this side. And it's going to get a little shadow down here. So I'm just going to work some of that in a little bit at a time. Can y'all hear my dog snoring? He's a menace. Do some of the shading, the shadows from that eyebrow later. Right now it's just going to get too muddy. I'm going to add in some color. There we go, it's a little tree face. Yeah. getting old. Like 8:30. I'm tired. I like this playlist though. Haven't had to change the music at all tonight. Usually I've been annoyed like a dozen times by now. So I'm just blocking in. It's funny, like I learned how to do this digitally, and it works just as good with a pencil. Well, like I think I really learned this from Aaron Blaze, watching his stuff from creatureartteacher.com. He just lays stuff in and he goes in and just blurs it in. So I do that digitally with the smudge tool, but I mean, obviously it works with the smudge tool, a regular smudge tool. You know, it's almost like they made the digital tools to reflect the tools that came before them. Who would have thought such a novel idea? Strange to be drawing on a medium made of the medium. It's yeah, I didn't even think about that. Drawing trees on top of shredded, murdered, pulverized trees. It's an interesting thought. So what happens when you are a functionally crazy ADD person? Like drawing human beings on canvas made out of human beings. Whoa. With a tool made out of human beings or trees. The texture actually works really nice. Try, you know, leaning into it being a tree. It's pretty cool. The bark and the texture of the paper and the way the pencil leaves marks on the raised edges, I think just like it's giving it some interesting characteristics. Making a tree face. I've been talking shit about signing off now for a minute, but I am going to leave in just a few. I feel like in my heart I really commit to doing this to 8:30 every time I come on. I don't want to sell myself short on my own little creative journeys. Let's see how much I can get done in the smudging arena in the next 4 minutes. I'm thinking like the left edge is the highlighted edge, right? Like it gets lighter over there. So I'm trying to make that work because the light's kind of coming from that way. Now, if I feel like I've messed it up, I just always go back and with the eraser. Some people can do this shit with a pen. That is not one of me. I ain't one of them people. I'm gonna like work it. It's a process for me. Going back and forth. Add and remove. So it feels right. I wonder if the smudging comes through, like you guys can hear me actually drawing on the paper. Turn this into an ASMR channel. A little smudgy smudges and talking my bedroom voice. I don't have a better voice. My wife would laugh at that, I'm sure. Maybe she's watching. She's out on an adventure tonight with her colleagues doing things, big things in the world. This is really, actually, and truly starting to look cool as shit. Man, I didn't even know I could draw, guys. I thought everything I needed was on a computer, yeah. this is the part I really love because I don't even, especially when I'm doing trees or anything with this, is like it's hard to know what's gonna come out of it. You just kind of have to add some shit in there and just keep layering and going for it. And like it just keeps getting more, like it just comes to life on the page almost, you know? Like I couldn't have actually planned to make some of these shapes, but inadvertently I did, and I just start to see things and just sort of pull them out of the piece. You know, these are some Bob Ross like little happy little accidents, you know. And you just kind of keep getting in there and smudging and moving things. Again, it's additive and subtractive and multiplicative. I don't know, just made that up. Don't mind me. Gotta have fun with all the things, even your words. Don't take nothing too serious. None of us are getting out of this adventure alive. All I know is I drew a tree guy with a bird in his head, so get on my level. You can see it better without this glare on it. There we go. Got my colored lights going on in the room, so they kind of get crazy with it. Dude, this is looking cool though. It's fun. I think the eyes are getting lost. All right, I'm over. I'm going over my quota here. Got shit to do tonight. Got a date with little man to watch. Little man, by the way, is my size. He's enormous. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Invincible, but it is a super cool animated show. Like, just amazing, actually. 10 out of 10, recommend it. And amazing shit. These lines in the middle were just taken away from the eyes a little too much. The cool thing about the kneaded eraser is it can kind of lightly remove some stuff without, it's not too overpowering. Anyways, there we go. So that's looking cool. And then I'll get some harder lines on these eyelids, and then I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. This setup's cool and all, but like I keep hitting my head on the camera. I guess it would work better if I didn't have a hat on. Then you guys have to contend with my shiny dome piece. It like ruined the camera or something. Man. an acquaintance of mine that I knew growing up reach out one time and try to sell me some hair care products, some hair regrowth products. I didn't know whether to be offended or not. I mean, I don't give a fuck, obviously, but it was just funny. Like, I was like, nah, I'm good. Thank you, though. I could need no hair. What am I do with some hair? Fucking 40. I think I was in my early 30s then, but even then, I didn't need no hair. I got things to do that don't require, none of it requires hair. We're giving a shit about hair. Know what I mean, team? I think I'm gonna figure out a way to make these eyelashes cool. But it isn't gonna be today. I'm happy with the progress for tonight, though. Yeah, somebody just drove down my road like an asshole. Going asshole speeds for a neighborhood. I hate that. It's 25, guys. It's like a legit neighborhood. There's only 2 ways in. You know, like, you're literally driving in front of people's houses and kids and small animals and pets and just speeding down the road. Don't mind. Run somebody's kid over. That's when you gotta go outside and bludgeon somebody, and then everybody loses. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. I forgot to do my little thing tonight, so let me wrap up. Let me do that. So here we are. Let's switch back over. This came out pretty cool. So I'll give you one last look without the bright light on, causing a weird glare. And then we'll focus. Come on, focus. Focus. Cool. Anyways, looks really cool, I think. Pleased with the progress. Gonna be, well, now we're gonna get colorful with it and wild. But I haven't had, just went all in on a hand-done drawing, so I'm liking it. Anyways, so we had these little philosophical cards my wife got me for Christmas. Let's grab a rando one in here. Strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. So that's for all you gossipy people out there, How much energy have I been investing in talking about each of these 3 things lately? And ideas, events, and people. Let's grab another one. Every act is a vote for the kind of world we want to live in. Ooh, what do you think about that? Everything you do is a vote for the kind of world you want to live in. So, what votes am I casting through my daily actions that don't serve the vision I have for a better world? Assuming, of course, that you have a vision for a better world, that you like the world, or you care about everybody else or anybody else. I hope that's true. So this is from the Philosopher's Deck. Has 52 cards. Anyways, it's a cool thing. Wife got it for me for my birthday. So a little celebration of the birthday gift. I figured I'd read one of those every so often on the stream. Anyhow, hope you guys are doing well. Check out colorfulcarl.com. Sign up for my newsletter. I'm gonna start distributing out like little giveaways, free things, all kinds of stuff. Might circle back to NFTs again here in the near future. NFTs were fun, and I do miss them, and I do owe my Voy crew and my crazy Carl collective friends some updates on that space. So I will get to it soon, I promise. Anyhow, it's good seeing everybody. Thank you guys for coming out to the stream. I will see you all in 2 weeks. Take it easy.